To get the facts right, my ex-partner and his brother-in-law and whoever else was involved, there were others, are serial killers. He was in the area of the Bowraville murders, him and his ex-partner, at the time of the Bowraville murders. We were living in Lismore at the time Louise Roberts was taken. They travelled to Lismore when Lucy McDonald was taken. Chantel Roberts was taken in 2024, so I'm assuming the brother-in-law was a part of that. Now, he took out Jessica Small in 97. He drove down to Bathurst in a white Commodore with a hole in the front passenger footwell, and I know because I was in that car before he drove down. He drove to Bathurst to drop his mother back off in Bathurst, and was there either the day before or the day of Janine Vaughan was taken in a white Mitsubishi Magna. He spoke about Andrew Russell in 2000. He also spoke about Andrew Russell in 2001, asking if I was related to him, which I said no. And he was living in Bathurst in 2009 at the time that he went missing. Now, I've been under huge attack. I've been slandered, attacked, abused, discredited by every known person. I've had people making, interfering with messages and comments to make me look bad, but yet they're not showing the full version of the comments. So if anyone that's been contacted about me and told stories, it's all a lie. Rochelle Beatty sent Bustler my way, and Bustler made fictitious videos about my ex-partner, who he's never met a day in his life, and made horrific videos of the Bowraville families based on nothing but lies. They also, the other gentleman that made the YouTube videos, that's all lies too, because they gave him information for his videos also. I'm not saying all that his videos are lies, but the part about Janine and Jessica and Andrew is, because I know my partner took them just as much as I know that Thomas Frail and Lawrence Perry took Louise Roberts. She was brought to my house that morning. I have her drawings, which would have hers, mine, and my ex-partner Thomas Frail's fingerprints on them, and I've kept them for over 30 years now. Everything that's been told about me is a barefaced lie. There is definitely police involvement, police cover-ups. My ex-partner and his brother-in-law were paid hired killers and paid hired police informants. Now, they have, this dates back to the 70s around Newcastle. And then you got to think my ex also worked in a top restaurant in Canberra around the time, that Ivan Milat murders, so-called Ivan Milat murders, happened in the Bangalow Forest. Now, every town we went to, the brother-in-law followed us too. There are way more people that they took. I've not lied about anything. I've not abused, attacked anyone, because there is no evidence. I've had mass reporting from these women. They've tried to get me kicked out of my house of residence. they've mass reported me to Crime Stoppers, mass reported me to cybercrime, reported me to the Queensland Police Commissioner, and it's all based on lies. Like, there is not one bit of proof, but yet I've got all the evidence to prove what they've done and their involvement of infiltrating missing persons, all for clout, fame and monetary gain. They are using missing persons, to do this. I've never ever gotten money or asked for money off anyone. I've never, I don't have fake profiles where I'm attacking people and abusing people like they do. I'm me. Why do I need to hide me? I'm speaking out. I'm trying to speak my truth. I've been under huge attack. The police came to my home and tampered with my security camera like that. That's what I'm getting. I've been shadow banned on TikTok. So, they're doing everything to stop me from speaking up. They're doing everything to discredit me. They're doing everything to attack and abuse me across so many avenues and utilising so many people, so many different ways and things. All I'm doing is speaking my truth. My ex-partner, who's now deceased from 2016, but the brother-in-law is still alive, and it's not a coincidence, that the Barrowville has 3 missing murdered family members. Lismore, 3 missing murdered family members. Bathurst, 3 missing, 3 from 3 separate families. This is not a coincidence, people. As I said, I have Louisa's drawings that she gave me the morning that they took her. I waved them off as they went to Nimbin. I overheard them, her asking him where he was going to pick her up, near the Nimbin police station that afternoon. He disappeared, for almost 2 weeks. And when he came back, I was bashed for over 5 hours. That's what I got. Just before Janine Vaughan was taken, he tried to, unalive me in front of my own children, his children and his nephew. This is the person, and this is what I've been through, and this is what I'm still going through. I'm still under huge attack. Everyone's, believing the lies and, the manipulated messages and whatnot that they're, trying to make me out to be a liar and a crazy person. I won't stop talking out. I'm not going to stop talking out, and not everyone that's helped them. You need to be embarrassed of yourselves and ashamed of yourselves and hang your heads in shame. Because this really happened. I'm speaking the truth. I'm the only one speaking the truth. And yet no one believes me. No one has spoken to me. Crime Stoppers, no one's gotten back to me. No one's interviewed me. Nothing. The silence is loud. The silence is screaming. And this is ridiculous. You need to stop believing the lies and you're being manipulated. All of you, just as much as I was lied to and manipulated by these people. I'm speaking the truth. I've not lied once. And I've got the evidence to prove what they've done.